Financial independence may seem like a very far-fetched goal, especially if you're a creator who just started to monetize. But I have a tool, Chaudry Calculator, that will prove to you that your goal of financial independence as a creator might be a lot closer than you think. Let's dive in. Here is that tool. Samir of Colin and Samir inspired me to create it, hence the name. Yes, I realize spreadsheets are not sexy, but I promise it's a very simple calculator that won't take more than 5 minutes of your time to set it up. On the left-hand side, we have your personal expenses, split into 3 major categories. Basic personal expenses, the amount of money you need to make to have a roof over your head, food on the table, clothes on the back, and other necessities. Savings sets money aside for your future, for the college fund, and things of that nature. Extra expenses category are the things you'd want to add to have a very comfortable life. Bigger house, more expensive car, coffee every day, lunch and dinner takeouts, vacations. Do a very rough math. You don't have to be pharmaceutically precise. And for larger expenses like vacations, prorate them down to a monthly expense by dividing them by 12. For extras that are already included in the basic expense bucket, add the difference between the basic and the advanced version of it to your advanced section. Say if your basic expense includes $1,000 for rent for a month, and advanced would include you moving to a bigger place that will cost you $2,000. So keep that $1,000 in the basic category and another $1,000 in the advanced category. Finally, you need to input the rough estimates of your local income taxes, and you will have the pre-tax amount you'd need to make annually to cover all of these personal expenses. The business side of this calculator is identical, with the exception of that the expenses will be used for basic expenses would include the items you need to create: Adobe subscription, camera, microphone, things that you cannot create the content without. The savings category would be you setting money aside for surprise expenses. It's business after all. An advanced category would include you buying more expensive equipment, paying for more subscriptions and services, and otherwise increasing the quality of your production. The new addition is the hiring bucket, which you could use to allocate expenses for, say, a thumbnail designer, an editor, or someone else to help you with the production. Similarly, input the local corporate tax estimate and you will have the number your business would require pre-tax to keep the lights on. Now, you're already in great shape. You have the total number of expenses, but I think we can take this model one step further. The earnings section will help you get a very rough estimate on how your revenue streams might need to look like to cover all of these expenses up top. Like in the previous section, very rough estimates are absolutely fine. Input your RPM if you know it. If not, Google for your niche RPM on average. Include target monthly sponsorship if you plan to open your channel to sponsorship opportunities. And add other revenue streams. Combine them from things like physical products, digital products, memberships, and things of that nature. The model will take into account the other revenue streams, the target expense amount, and based on the RPM for your niche, it will calculate how many views your channels would need to make each month in addition to those other revenue streams to hit the target and help you cover all of those expenses. And this is it. It is now your model and it's ready to be consumed. Play around with the entire setup. Find the right amount that you feel will make you very comfortable on your personal side and will give you enough opportunity to create the great content that you enjoy on the business side. Further down in the model, I included various different considerations you have to keep in mind, like the fact that your AdSense can vary from month to month, your views can vary from month to month. I also include the revenue side after the fees. With all that said, I hope you can see that the number in front of you is not MrBeast level views. I mean, as long as you did not include like a yacht, mansion, or a pet tiger in your personal expenses section. And depending on your preference and the niche you're in, you can manage the expenses and income in a way that fits both of those conditions. Say you won't hire anyone, or you will do a lot more in sponsorships. Those variables will change how much you need to make and subsequently how many views your channel needs to generate. And as mentioned in the considerations, we don't take into account any side income, your partner's income, or other factors of the creator economy that could make that number even lower. I will keep updating and including other sections to this calculator, assuming you would want to see them or other considerations that I thought of after I recorded this video. But I hope you can see that even after assembling very rough math and inputting very high level estimates, the actual financial independence for you might be a lot closer and a lot more feasible than you thought before. Now, you could take the results out of the Chaudry calculator and combine them with my framework around your vision for creator persona that you're pursuing, because you can look at all of these boxes and you can decide which ones you want to pursue and whether they're going to generate the expense or the revenue, and based on that update your calculation to eventually arrive at the final version, that North Star that you're pursuing. Let me know in the comment section below if you'd like me to add additional calculations or other factors to this calculator. Check out this playlist where I have a lot more frameworks to help you strategize about the future of your creator brand, and I'll see you next Saturday. Peace.